What's up, YouTube? Here. Here is my opening sashimi segment. Now, normally on Thursday, but since there are lots of movies that are set for release, like on Tuesday, Wednesday, or on, I'm doing that. I'm doing the segment on a Monday rather than Tuesday or Wednesday. So anyway, that being said, here's what's coming out this week. All right, hitting theaters tomorrow. Actually, we got Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. Once the booming home of Permalucia Giant Umbrella Corp, the company's exodus left the city a wasteland, a dying town with a great evil brewing below the surface. When that evil is unleashed, a group of survivors must work together to uncover the truth behind Umbrella and make it true on the night. Now, like I said, this does look really intriguing. Now I have sort of enjoyed some of the Resident Evil films and all, but this does look really entertaining. Looks like it's gonna be a step in the right direction for the Resident Evil franchise because even though I do quite like some of the other ones, they do not get much love. And now one thing that does have this going for it is directed by Johannes Roberts, who also gave us some not so great movies over the years. I mean, I did quite like his Strangers sequel, but some of his other stuff, like the 47 Meters Down movies, were not so good. So I don't know. We'll see if this thing's ain't good enough because the trailers have looked really intriguing. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, also out in there's on Wednesday we got Disney's Encanto. Now, of course, November is a really cool month for, or I should say, the Thanksgiving week is always a cool month for Disney and all. I mean, they've released some really iconic movies over this time of year, and this does look really intriguing, look cute, charming. Uh, of course, unlike Raya, this is actually going to both. This is actually just going to theaters this week, but it will premiere on Disney Plus sometime next month, I believe. Now, Encanto, of course, includes music by Lin-Manuel Miranda, where Medigos are an extraordinary family who live hidden in the mountains of Colombia in a charmed place called the Encanto. The magic of the Encanto has blessed every child in the family with unique gifts. Every child except Maribel, voiced by Stephanie Beatrice, from In the Heights fame. However, she soon may be the Madrigal's last hope when she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is now in danger. Now, this looks really cool. I mean, Disney could rarely do any wrong, and this looks really interesting. So hopefully, I mean, Disney has been doing some pretty good stuff this year. Sorry about that. Whether it's something like Luca, whether it's Raya, hopefully this will be the next hit. All right. Also out on Wednesday, we got Ridley Scott's House of Gucci, which stars Lady Gaga, Adam Driver. You also got Al Pacino, Jeremy Irons. When Patricia Reggiani, an outsider from humble beginnings, marries the Gucci family, her unbridled ambition begins to unravel the family legacy and triggers a reckless spiral of betrayal, dissidence, revenge, and ultimately murder. Now this looks incredible. I mean, I think Last Duel was cool, but I'm actually more excited for this movie than I was for that. Lady Gaga, of course, coming off of her Oscar-nominated turn in Stars Born, she looks terrific in this. You got some other trained cast members from Jeremy Irons, a very unrecognizable Jared Leto. I mean, this movie looks really incredible. Hopefully, it'll be decent. I've heard some mixed stuff about it, but I mean, lately, Ridley Scott has been doing some really better stuff. I mean, his last terrible movie, in my opinion, was probably that Moses movie with Christian Bale, which was pretty terrible. So hopefully, this will be a lesson. All right, another MGM film coming out this week. Like MGM literally has not one but two films out this week. But this one actually comes out on Friday, and this is called Licorice Pizza, which is directed by Thomas Anderson. Can you imagine if what would have been really funny if Paul W.S. Anderson was still attached to direct Resident Evil Raccoon City, and it's him and that opens up against Paul Thomas Anderson's new film. It'll be pretty much Pete you know it'll be about the Paul Andersons. But anywho, now this film, of course, It's about Lena Kate and Gary Valentine who grow up round around run around and fall in love in California's San Fernando Valley in the 1970s. Now, this stars the likes of Bradley Cooper. Speaking of A Star Is Born, pretty cool that we got literally like two of the main stars of Star Is Born actually has a movie out this week. That's pretty cool. Of course, you also had you got Alana Haim is in this. Phil Seymour Hoffman's son is like the lead in this. This looks terrific. I've been really digging these trailers. Looks really charming. Looks interesting. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to check this one out. All right, now in theaters this week and Netflix in December, we got The Unforgivable, which stars Sandra Bullock as a woman who attempts to rebuild her life after serving in prison for committing a violent crime. Now, this does look incredible. Uh, now, this, like I said, this is actually going to go into theaters this week, but it'll premiere on Netflix, I believe, December 10th, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it is crazy to believe that this is actually Sandra Bullock's first feature since Netflix's other movie, Bird Box. Nice to see Sandra Bullock making a bit of a comeback because I've always liked Bullock. She's always put out some really. You got John Bertha, Vincent D'Onofrio's in this. This looks like a really intense film, so hopefully it'll be decent because I've been really digging the show that I got released recently. All right. Now, another film that's going to do is this week, but on Netflix, the following is The Summit of God. The story follows a photographer who decides to climb Mount Everest in order to find clues to a famous Mount Sears disappearance. This looks really intriguing. I mean, the visuals look stunning, the animation looks cool, so we'll see where it goes from here. All right, now on Netflix, we got Halle Berry's directing film Bruise, which is about a disgraced MMA fighter who finds redemption in the cage and the courage to face her demons when the son she had given up an infant unexpectedly re-enters her life. Now, this is actually Halle Berry's directorial debut, so it's going to be. I mean, she's worked with some iconic directors before, so it's going to be interesting how she'll do as a director here. I've always been a fan of Halle Berry, maybe ever since the Flintstones. Come on, but this does look like it would be really intriguing. I mean, Halle Berry is like, I believe in her 50s, if I'm not mistaken, and she still looks good on that. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested to check this one out. All right. Now, we got loads of Christmas stuff coming out this week. I mean, it's Thanksgiving this week, but, of course, there's usually always some Christmas stuff that usually I'll be premiering. So, first up, on Netflix, we got the film Robin, which is an animated short, actually, not an animated film, an animated short, which is from Aardman Films, of course, the same company behind Shaun the Sheep, Chicken Run, and all. It tells the story of a bird who goes on a journey of self-discovery and boasts a voice cast, including the voices in this includes Christopher Robin, star Bronte Carmichael, Gillian Anderson, Richard E. Grant. This does look really cool. I mean, I've always quite liked Aardman's work. I mean, they like Pixar? Maybe not, but they do make some really intriguing stuff. So maybe I'll give this one a go. All right, on Netflix we got the new film called Cast for Christmas, which stars Brooke Shields. Nice to see Brooke Shields back. Carrie Ellis, and it stars Brooke Shields, who plays Sophie Brown, a famed author who travels to Scotland for the inspiration, and with hopes of buying a small castle that has old family ties. The venture isn't so simple as she'll have to contend the castle's pricky owner, Duke Miles, played by Carrie Ellis. Got you really cool 80s actors in this. I mean, Brooke Shields from Blue Lagoon and Carrie Ellis from Princess Bride. I mean, it's really cool to see Netflix actually doing a film with middle-aged people fall in love rather than coming of age stuff. So that's really cool. This does feel like a Hallmark film, to be honest, yeah, but I don't know. It could be interesting. I like Brooke Shields. Nice to see her come back into the spotlight, so could be cool, I guess. All right. On Also on Netflix, we got a film called called Christmas, which is a reimagining of the story of Father Christmas. Nicholas is this kid who sets off into the snowy white north in search of his father. Now we got some interesting people in this, like Maggie Smith, I believe Jim Broadbent's in this, Kristen Wiig. It looks really intriguing. The animation style it's mixed with both animation and live action in it. So definitely feels like I don't know why, but I'm getting a bit of a Polar Express vibe from this. I don't know why. Maybe it's the animation, probably. Definitely do look like those classic Robert Zemeckis, animation stuff he's done. But anyway, this does look like it could be really interesting to watch. So I don't know. I'll give it a go. All right. Also, at this week on HBO Max, we got a big 8-Bit Christmas, which stars Neil Patrick Harris, and it takes place in 1980 Chicago, where this kid who embarks on a quest to get the latest and greatest video game system for Christmas. And yes, this is pretty much like a sort of like a ripoff of A Christmas Story. It's where Neil Patrick Harris plays the older version of the kid, telling the story of how he tried got his what he wanted for Christmas and all that. This definitely really except it being a BB gun, it's a like game system. This does look like it could be really intriguing. It looks cute, charming. So I don't know, it could be interesting to watch. Hopefully it'll be decent. All right, on Apple we got this. We got something called "Twas a Fight Before Christmas." Follows a Christmas-loving man who gets obsessed with bringing Christmas cheer to all, and causes a fight when the homeowners association informs him that the event he planned violates the rules of the neighborhood. So pretty much, this has to involve real life Grinches. It's a shame that you can celebrate Christmas early, but you get fines. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, whoever knew that there was Grinches in real life? But this could be intriguing. Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? All right. Also, out this week, another Christmas film. We got Holiday Chance. When the family of the founder of a multi-million-dollar film production company experiences some tragic events during the Christmas holidays, two sisters, Noel Chance, played by Nevessa Williams, and Naomi Chance, played by Sharon Lill, must decide a lifelong rivalry and come together to turn a company around and keep the family intact. This definitely feels like a Hallmark Christmas film. It looks pretty cute and charming. I like the cast involved, so we'll see how it is. All right, also out this week, we got a movie called For the Love of Money, which stars the likes of Cat Williams. You got some other cast members in this, like DC Youngfly. When shadowy figures make the mistake of draining her daughter, a woman gets pulled back into the life she never wanted. So, yeah, I mean, I quite like Cat Williams, so I'll probably let this one go because he is a funny dude. So, I don't know, it could be interesting. All right. Also, we got a movie called An Intrusion about a man and his family who are terrorized by a merciless stalker. But as the investigation mounts, he fears the attack may be related to secrets he violently kept from his family and detectives. Now, this actually stars a really interesting cast. You got the likes of Rob Zombie's Halloween star Scout Taylor Compton, who of course played Laurie in the Rob Zombie Halloween remakes. You also got a typical star, Kurt Gilchrist, Billy Boyd, who you might remember as the voice of Glenn/Glenda in Sea of Chucky. It'd be cool if he comes back for the Chucky series, but so yeah, this does sound like it'd be really intriguing. Does look pretty creepy. So I mean, I do love a good a good a good stalking based film. So it could be interesting. All right. Also, at this week, got a movie called The Cheru Princess. About a New York City journalist who is frustrated with the failing publishing world, and the smell romantic life becomes infuriated with a charismatic guru and becomes a journey of self-improvement. Now, this stars Chucky star Fiona Dorff. It also features her real life father, aka Chucky himself, Brad Dorff, is in this, so that's pretty cool. You also got Katrina Balfe, who could be seen in theaters now with Belfast, Eric Roberts. This does look like to be really interesting. I like Fiona Dorff. She's always really talented, so I'll definitely watch this because she's in it. And come on, who does not love Chucky himself, Brad Dorff? So could be cool. All right. We also got some movie called Air about the first generation American Latina who returns home to reunite with her daughter. Her mother, Renata, refuses to let her see her due to COVID-19. And Yes, it's pretty much another COVID-19 based film. We've been seeing a lot of that lately. Could be cool, I guess. All right, we also got a movie called The Humans, which actually comes to both theaters and Showtime this week. Which stars the likes of Stevie Young, Richard Jenkins, and it's about Eric Blake, who gathers three generations of his Pennsylvania family to celebrate Thanksgiving at his Dora's apartment in Lower Manhattan. As darkness falls and earring things go bump in the night, the group's deepest fear all laid bare. This is actually getting some Oscar buzz. This is actually based on a play. You also got Amy Schumer is also in this. Nice to see her doing more like a dramatic fare. So yeah, it could be a treat to watch. I mean, nice to see Steve Young back since his Oscar nominated turn in Minority, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully it'll be decent because I've heard some really decent stuff about. So we'll see how it is. All right. Now premiering on Paramount Plus, we got South Park Post COVID, where like Stan, Kyle, Carmen, and Kenny survived the epidemic, but never really but things would never be the same post COVID. Now, of course, if you guys remember the preview that was shown features like grown up version of the South Park kids, and it just talks life on what's been happening since COVID happened. I mean, who knows when we're going to get another South Park season? But hey, the South Park special or whatever you want to call it looks intriguing. I mean, South Park always gets a real like that COVID the whole pandemic special was intriguing. So I'm really looking forward to see what they're gonna do. And of course the recent vaccine special was really cool too. So I'm really interested to see where they're gonna take this one too. All right. What I got? Shot my computer. All right. Now we're premiering on Hulu. We got Very Solar Opposites Christmas, which is of course pretty much like a Solar Opposites. Of course, it is Solar Opposites is like a Hulu series from the creators of Rick and Morty here, and this is pretty much like a Christmas special, which we've seen some really cool animated Christmas special before. So hopefully this one could be cool. I mean, I really quite like Solar Opposites, but like, while it's not as good as let's say Rick and Morty is, it is still really funny. You literally got the same voices of Rick and Morty, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully it'll be decent because I did quite like the preview that was shown. All right. On Netflix, we got Jones Brothers Family Roast, which I'm surprised is going to Netflix and not Comedy Central. But I guess Netflix has done some pretty good roasts before. Like remember the history roast that Jeff Ross did. But anyway, of course, this is where like celebrities are going. I'm hoping Jeff Ross is part of it because you cannot have a roast without the roast master general. But of course, this is where like celebrities are roasting the Jones Brothers, which I think is gonna be fun to watch. So yeah, I mean, I always love a good roast. Whether like Comedy Central does them probably does them a little better. Whether it's the Comedy Central of Trump, whether it's the Comedy Central of Bieber, whether it's the Comedy Central of Al Borden, they were like I always love a good roast. So hopefully this one will be decent. Wait. All right, on Disney Plus we got The Beatles Get Back, which is directed by Peter Jackson, and is of course like I believe it's 3 part if I'm not mistaken, which does feature like unused footage of the Beatles and their time on the Ed Sullivan Show, them making their debut album. I mean, obviously, Beatles was way ahead of my time, but this does look like to be really intriguing. I do love good Beatles music, and Beatlemania was iconic in the '60s, so this could be intriguing. And Peter Jackson, what he was able to do with that with that World War One documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with a Beatles documentary. So that should be intriguing to watch. All right. Of course, on Disney Plus is probably the big one, and that is, of course, Hawkeye, which I'm really excited for. I've been really digging these trailers. Come on, you got Haley Steinfeld as a Kate Bishop. Jeremy Renner comes back as a Tyro of Hawkeye. We're supposed to get Florence Pugh coming back in this. So yeah, there's also rumors that Wilson Fix might also be in it too. We'll see if that actually is true or not. But I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Hawkeye. I mean, Disney Plus has been killing it with its Marvel shows, from WandaVision to Loki to Falcon Winter Soldier, and next year is going to be some big ones with Miss Marvel coming, with She-Hulk. So yeah, hopefully Hawkeye will be awesome too. All right, we also got coming to Peacock. We got Saved by the Bell season 2, which I really quite like on the Saved by the Bell revival. So I'm looking forward to see where season 2 is gonna go. We do, of course, got some of the returning cast members like Elizabeth Berkley coming back. We also got Mario Lopez returning. I heard there is supposed to be like a tribute to Dustin Diamond, who sadly passed away. Of course, he's best known for Screech. I'm really curious to see how good that tribute's gonna be. So yeah, I'm definitely really intrigued to check on this new Saved by the Bell series out. Hopefully it'll be decent. And hey, Zach Morris is still present because hey, Zach Morris is still trash. So yeah. All right. Also on HBO Max, we got Gossip Girl season 1 part 2, which I was not sure I'm a fan of. So if you're into that, just get that one go. We got True Story, which comes to Netflix, which is a drama that stars Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes playing brothers of all people. I mean, yeah, Wesley Snipes and Kevin Hart as brothers. I mean, this should be a train. In it, it's about like a tour stop who becomes a matter of life and death for a famous comic played by Kevin Hart when the fallout from a night with his brother played by Snipes trying to destroy everything he's built. I mean, Kevin Hart, like between Fatherhood and The Upside, Kevin Hart has shown that he's not just that slapstick comedian we know and love anymore. So this could be a train. I mean, this is literally a very different side of Kevin Hart that you don't really see a whole lot. So it's gonna be interesting to see how good Kevin Hart will also pair off with someone like Wesley Snipes. I mean, yeah, that's still like that. I can't really get around my head as brothers. Okay, I mean, hey, if Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito could play brothers, maybe this could work. Who knows? All right, and last but not least is probably my anticipated show premiere, like outside of Hawkeye, I'll say. But that is, of course, F is for Family, the 5th and final season. I mean, Bill Burr, that dude is a genius. I mean, what he was able to accomplish with the show is very intriguing. I mean, I was like very late to the party with F is for Family, but this show is so raunchy. It's probably not like Big Mouth dirty, but it is a pretty dirty show. You know, um, I mean, Frank Murphy just loves to dragging his son saying that I'm gonna put you to the wall. I mean, yeah, this is a really intriguing show, so I can always see how they're gonna end it this week. So should be intriguing. What I try to say. Anyway, that's pretty much all. Let me lead you guys. Which of these films and shows are you interested in? Are you interested in checking out Kanto, Resident Evil? Are you interested in Hawkeye, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simi Tire.